This is a testimonial of my next client. Could you please introduce yourself, please?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Shane Yin Chu.
Hi, Shane Yin. We've done some sessions together now. About how many have we done?
3.
3?
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. 3. Now that you've done 3 sessions, what are your thoughts about the regression sessions that we've done, or the experience in general?
Yeah, I've found it very eye-opening, and I've seen and experienced so many things that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And I'd say like one of the most important things that I've gained from it would be to visit the source.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did do a session where that was on there. How was that for you, by the way?
Yeah, that was one of the most beautiful experiences ever.
And as you say, source, I'm sure most people know what source is, but for those that don't also know, what other term can you use for source?
I think heaven.
Okay.
Or God.
So, good.
It's like, is Nirvana the same?
Yes.
That's heaven.
Yeah.
And so I saw that after we did a session where I saw what happened to me after I died.
Okay.
So when I saw my soul leaving my body and traveling out of the earth, out of this space, and into like the otherness. And from that point, it was just my soul and my energy moving from space to space. And there was lots of color, lots of like dynamic movement, bouncing. It was very like frantic in a sense, actually.
Okay.
I'd say that.
All right.
And then finally we reached the source, so heaven, and that was where, I felt the most like the purest feeling ever, in the sense that it was unconditional love.
Okay.
There was just peace, but also just joy at the same time, and comfort. It was comfort.
I remember some of the dialogue at the time when I did ask for you, because if I remember correctly, it was said for you that you've been gone a long time, and I had asked, how long is a long time? And I was told, or we were told, a very, very, very long time that you've been gone, your soul that is, and your journeys.
Yeah, I cried. I remember I cried during the session when that happened, because I think it was just like relief at last, actually, to have that feeling again, and to feel that warmth. It was just golden, like warm energy. Yeah,
that was good.
And every time, actually, I sort of feel the same feeling as I did during that first regression. Every time I think of it, every time I revisit it.
Okay.
And
so you're still able to revisit that memory now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
And it just makes me feel so comforted, and makes me feel like everything is okay always, because I know that feeling exists, and that unconditional love exists.
And as you know, now too many people can say they've gone to a place like that, still on earth, living, at present. So it's a very, very, very special thing that you were able to attain in that session. I remember we were also able to get into your guides, right?
Yeah. So before my first regression session, I knew the guides exist, but I couldn't really, the connection was there, but I couldn't readily communicate with them.
Okay.
And during our first regression session, I was finally able to, it took me a while, but I was able to visualize them, and I was able to communicate with them. And after that, I found that I was able to, whenever I wanted to, I could just revisit that feeling that I had felt during the sessions and replicate it, in the sense that I could easily just talk to them whenever I wanted to.
Okay.
So that was a great thing. It was very helpful because I could just always talk to them whenever I was feeling unsure,
Good.
when I needed help about something.
That's good.
And especially, and my higher self as well.
Yep.
But it was great just lying in bed sometimes and just thinking, I'd really like to talk to someone right now.
Yep.
And I just reached out.
Good.
And I had conversations. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And where you at now with everything that was in the that was done from the session, where you at? You think it's helped you now to have more clarity in what you're doing, for example?
Yep. I think the most important thing I've taken away from the sessions would have been that this is just one life. There's one life in all that you'll ever experience, right? So you can do whatever you want. And even if sometimes you feel angry or sad, I know that at the end of the day, it's just temporary. Even if I am really upset, I go, it's okay. At the end of this, you'll be fine because there's just so much more out there. Yeah. Cool. And yeah, and like, as I said, no matter what, there is that, like that love that I visited, and that will always be there. And this is just one life on this earth. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Would you recommend this regression for anybody else?
Yeah, definitely. I've talked to so many people about it, and they have been amazed. And I've recommended it to a friend who also went through with it, and she found it very, very eye-opening and helpful.
Yeah.
And of course, I'd definitely say that it's something I think would help everyone. Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.